What's up, everybody? Getting ready to start real soon. Just letting folks come in. We're live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, all of that good stuff. It's going to be a good time. I'm going to let everybody go get them a pen and paper, take some notes. It's time to change your life. That's what I like to say, because it's changing mine. You go ahead and start tagging your friends, your family, your loved ones. Y'all know how I do. I'm looking forward to a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful time with everybody here today as we show y'all how you can launch the business of your dreams in 2022. It's time. I'm telling you, it's time. It's time. It's time. It is time. All right. So I'm gonna give it just a couple more seconds for the launching. If you've ever been to one of my webinars, y'all know I always do a little countdown and then I jump right into it and then we're gonna make it happen. So as soon as the clock stops, going right into it. All right, y'all. Let's go. All right, everybody. We getting ready to start right now. Just to welcome you all, I am Carl Gray III, your favorite hacker, business consultant, drummer, congero, all of that good stuff. I'm here from the lab, that Grayland Manor. If you know what that is, you know what that is. So yeah, I'm blessed to be here, blessed to be able to share things that I know, my gifts, my talents, the way that God has blessed me to be able to acquire wealth and start businesses. And I want to, pass that on. This 2022, things have been crazy. And it's really important that we all have the opportunity to branch out, the opportunity to achieve financial independence. I'm gonna take my glasses off so I can see, like y'all see my eyes when I speak. To be able to achieve the financial freedom, the opportunities that we all want to have, to be able to control our own destiny, to be able to make money, to be able to move forward and live the life of our dreams, as so many people like to say. So I'm not gonna, do a whole lot of talking about myself. I want to get right into this because I know y'all really didn't come here to see me. Y'all came here to see what I'm going to talk about. All right. So get ready to share my screen right now. All right. So today is how to jumpstart the business of your dreams in less than a week, even if you've never had your first customer. They say, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. And today is the opportunity for you to have your single step. Today is the opportunity for you. Today will be the opportunity for you to be able to see what it takes. This is just one method. I tell people all the time, I don't know the only way, but I do know a way to make things happen for you. And that's what I'm here to do. So yes, today is how to jumpstart the business of your dreams in less than a week, even if you've never had your first customer. And so let's just really face facts. These past 2 years have been crazy, with all the stuff that's happened. We've had shutdowns, COVID, stimulus, election scandals, rising gas prices, a myriad of unexpected twists and turns that have made a lot of people feel like the victims of circumstances beyond their control. But the truth of the matter is, for a lot of people, 2022 could not get hit fast enough. And, and they just hoped that it would be better. But the truth is, when you think about it, there is no magic formula to make 2022 any better. It really isn't. But just because the formula isn't magic doesn't mean that it doesn't exist, and because not all hope is lost, because What if you starting a brand new business could get advice and training from entrepreneurs who have had years of success in business? You had a methodology that could get you started in the profit. Something most businesses don't do. Most start off in debt. And if you could establish formalized processes that you could use anytime to launch a product. Let's say you wake up with an idea and you don't want to, go in it. You don't want to borrow money for it. You don't want to, go have to question, do a whole bunch of fiddling around to get stuff done. But there's a formula you can put in place to say, hey, I got this new product. I want to know if it's going to work, but I want to spend a whole bunch of money trying to figure it out. We have a way to make it happen and work for you. And you're in the right place. I always like to say that, because today's training are for people who have sat too long on a business idea out of fear that it just might not work. And it's also perfect for those who had an idea or side hustles that they want to quickly turn into a business. You kind of like you've been doing stuff for friends, for family, but you want it to be a business now. That's what we're here for. Also, it's perfect for people who already been in business, but they haven't really realized the profit and success that they crave. And today's training is perfect for anyone who has been thinking long and hard about the future and they want to take control. So, really quick introduction for those who don't know me. I am Carl J. Gray III. There are two others before me. I am the most recent in this. Simply put, I'm an entrepreneur with a passion for business and helping others thrive with business. It's what I wake up thinking about. It's what I go to bed thinking about. I love business. It's really what I love to do. And so just a little bit about me. I like to talk about, I'm a Hampton University alumni. People know I love me some Hampton. I'm an internationally published photographer. That's one of my businesses. I'm an ethical hacker. That's another one of my businesses. I'm founder of Learn from Hackers, who actually teach people how to become hackers. I'm the CEO of Prototype Consulting Group, which is a full service consulting firm, helping to grow a business. I have over a decade in business, management consulting, digital photography, cybersecurity. And like I said, I really love business. So starting one and growing them, it's just something I do even for fun. It's been 8 years since I've had a boss. I work for myself. I have over 25,000 hours of paid consulting work across many fields and hundreds of hours of study, research, and development in the area of business processes and profitability. And, as I said, I've done so many things, but more than any of those things, before I'm a photographer, before I'm an ethical hacker, before I'm a drummer, I am a businessman, because business in and of itself is my passion. And as I said, I've served many people, as a consultant, as a cybersecurity specialist, as a digital photographer. And these are just some of the places that I've worked with. I've done, being able to, sit at many tables. I was really, really, really blessed to be put at many different tables and with many different people. And I've observed so much. I've worked for these sororities. I work for nonprofits, governments, businesses, Fortune 500s, all of those. Now, through all of that, my desire now, I'm driven to help others. And my goal over the next 2 years is to help at least 1,000 entrepreneurs to better their lives and income between now and the end of 2023. So that means in 2022, I want to help 500, and by 2027, it's going to be real transparent. I want to help 100,000 entrepreneurs start, build, and grow their businesses. And that means 500 this year and exponentially growing over the next 5 years by using trainings, group and one-on-one coaching, workshops, partnerships, books, boot camps, whatever it takes. That's what I want to do. And my desire and our desire here at Prototype Consulting Group is to become a trusted advisor for many small and family businesses as they grow, thrive, and scale. We're really getting back to people being able to start their own, make their own stuff happen, grow their own businesses. And that's what we're trying to do, scale them. And so just to give you a little bit of insight into, what we do here when we take people through, before I get into the launch piece, this is our Prototype Consulting Group Superhighway. We take businesses and you can come in wherever you are. All of these are on-ramps, so you don't have to start at the idea stage. We have the design and idea stage. We have, the working and entrepreneur stage, where it's like, I'm doing something, don't know if it's making money. doing things like that. The organized business stage, where you've actually put your processes in place, you know what your profit looks like, and then you want to start to scale and grow. And then the growing and thriving business stage, even to the point where we have professionals who work with us who will help you to put things together. We'll be able to sell your businesses, how to approach venture capital firms, or whatever it takes to grow and scale. If you wanted to, even and expand or do different models like franchise and things of that nature. We have all of those people here with us, working with us. All right. So how did I get here? Real simple. I took an interest. I've loved doing this for so long. I've me being wanting to be this type of businessman forever. I took an interest. I took a chance. I said to spend some money, take some time, and learn this stuff. I took a class. No, I did not do formal education in business. My degree is in political science, but I've worked for a number of consulting firms. And then at some point I had to, just bite the bullet and take classes. But most importantly, I took control. And that's what I want to help you to do today. I want you to help you to take control of the future, because, launching a business on your own, you can be sure that not only will you always have income, but you'll be able to protect yourself and your family from uncertain economic happenings in the future. Now, the truth is, we see stuff every day happen. The stock market rises and falls. Housing prices fluctuate. Inflation, gas prices, all of that. And most of the time, so many of us are just sitting there and we're at the mercy of whoever pays us or whoever decides to give us money. Maybe there'll be a stimulus check. Maybe it won't. Maybe there'll be a PPP loan. Maybe it won't. Who knows what it's going to be. And so, but when you have your own, then you're able to jump out there and you're able to have more control over the future. Of course, there's only one that controls everything in the future, and that's God. But the more that you have in your hands, the better. And the truth is, the unfortunate reality is that for years, being successful in business has been viewed as a huge mountain to climb. And I, always talk about the proverbial they. And here's some of the things that they say you need. A corporation, a business plan, marketing strategy, exit strategy, SEO, website, avatars, payment gateway, sales term. I mean, so many things. You got to get interns, employees, Facebook ads, Google ads, online ads, all of this stuff. And they tell you got to get this whole list. You got to pay all this money, put all this stuff out there. And that's all before you make a single dime. But let me tell you something. I'm here. Don't get me wrong. I definitely believe that everything on that list is important to have. My business is even helping entrepreneurs like you to create all of those. When I work with my one-on-one clients, we create every single one of those things that you need on that list. I've even written a book called A 7-Day Business Plan, which is coming out very soon. And I actually have most of the things on that list for my businesses. It is necessary. But I also know how long it can take to do all of those things before you're actually, quote unquote, in business. And look, I get it. You're an entrepreneur. You just want to help people and make an honest living. That's what we do. We take a calculated risk to be able to provide what people need or want, and they give us something for it. I'm the same way. That's what I love to do. And the truth is, most people aren't natural businessmen and women. They're experts in what they do. Maybe you're a photographer, maybe you're an artist, maybe you're a baker, maybe you're a makeup artist. There's so many things you could be, whether, painting. I mean, so many things that you can get in business to do, but that's not necessarily saying you're a business person who can develop all of those things. And from a business standpoint, they don't really know where to start. They take whatever people offer them and they say, well, give me a price, or what's your budget, all of that type of stuff. Have no idea what to charge clients. And even if the business is profitable, they don't know how to see those profits. It seems like, okay, I know I'm charging more than I'm spending, but I still don't see where the profits are. They don't know how to capitalize on the current relationships, and they end up begging their village for interactions. How many times have you seen one of those memes on Facebook or Instagram or TikTok saying, you support these celebrities that don't know, but you won't support your friend that you do know? There's a reason why, and we can help fix that. It's not the fault of your friend that they haven't bought from you. And if they do capitalize on those relationships, they get stuck in the friend zone where they keep going back to the same friend saying, hey, do you want to do this? You want, and you operating out of what I like to call bill breath, meaning, you only, You got bills coming, and so that's what's coming out of your mouth. I got bills to pay. I got bills to pay, and there's a desperation there. But we can get rid of all of that and be a thriving business. And they don't have the business infrastructure that streamlines marketing, scheduling, payment, and delivery. And don't you wish there was an easier way to get started? Then worry about all that planning stuff. And now, mind you, see there's an asterisk by the word easier. And when I say easier, I mean after you've made some money. Well, you can make money first, then start to worry about all that other crazy stuff. So we talked about what they say you need for a launch. Now, I'm going to tell you how I, Carl J. Gray III, defines launch easily. It's have a good to great product offer, something that will be good, something that will benefit the customer, a profitable price where you are bringing in more than you're spending, identified customers that are likely to purchase, a sales method, a way to collect money from them, and a way to deliver to them what they need. Though that's simple. Taking action, giving them the offer, saying, hey, this is what it is. That's it. Everything can and will come later. We get these things in place, and you officially have your business launch. And I'm going to show you today how easy it can be. Now, if you'd rather spend weeks and months planning before making any money, that is completely your choice. Truth be told, there are people who need to have all of those details ironed out before they can make a move. It'll take them a lot longer, a lot more stress. But if that's what you want to do, that is fine with me. No knock on that. But wouldn't it be great if you could leverage the current relationships that you have to get a quick infusion of cash into your business? You can use the methods that Groupon and Kickstarter use without giving up the high percentage of revenues. I don't know if you've ever looked at Groupon or ever looked at Kickstarter to launch a product, but you'll know that they take huge percentages out of every sale. And a lot of times, even a lot of companies don't necessarily, it's called a loss leader, meaning that's not what you want to do to launch, because it's a loss leader, meaning you lose money with it. And get paid while gathering critical and actionable data for your business plan. Yes, you do need a business plan, but isn't it better to be bringing in money while you're getting that data? And it even takes the guessing game out of it. Use genuine word of mouth buzz about your budding business. Like that's everybody knows word of mouth is the number one way to get business. You can start off with up to $3,000 or more in receivables, meaning money coming in without spending a dime on marketing. And you can start to take control of your income and see a bright future in owning your own business and really see the path of becoming your own boss. I want you to imagine that. My goodness, not having to wake up unless you truly want to. Like I was up this morning for the devotion, and then I went back to sleep and wake up again till noon. Yes, I have that freedom. So what I'm going to show you today is the methods that I use to turn an idea that I had into $3,000 within a few weeks. How I use those same methods, repeatable methods, to turn another idea into $5,000 within a few days of launch. How to determine a pricing model, how to find the sweet spot for your introductory pricing. And this will be money that'll help to give you the operating capital to keep going. How to do your own Groupon and Kickstarter without giving your money to Groupon and Kickstarter. No affiliation. And how to turn your village into your street team, and a turnkey solution for immediate profit. And what I like to say, I call it profit before pain. That's what I'm going to call it, because yes, it is impossible to go through business without any type of pain. Like there's going to be sleepless nights. There's going to be all of that, but it's so much easier to endure those when you have money in the bank. You're not worried about where the money coming from. And so we want to help you to get that profit before the pain. It's like taking your pre-workout. All right. And the truth is, you are worth this. Anybody who's taken one of my webinars, I always stress how much this is important for you. How you are worth the time that you're taking. So what I want you to do is close your email. Say you see that black screen, make the screen on your phone black. Close all those 20 browser windows that you currently have open, because a lot of us do. Close the door. I don't care if you're in the house by yourself. Close the door. Make this time just for you. If you're a parent, ask the kids not to kill themselves or each other for the next hour, and we probably won't go that long. But even after you have to, just decompress a little bit. Now let's go ahead and get started. So when I talk about profit before pain, while the growing pains of business are unavoidable, this process will give you the ability to turn the hobby that you have into a viable and profitable business so that you have money in your accounts before you start the hard stuff. And my goal for today, if you will let me, is to empower you to gain control and really see how your business can prosper faster than you ever imagined with less effort than you ever thought. All right. So, like I said, I'm going to show you how I launched my photography business with $3,000 receivable before I fulfilled the request, and how I launched ethical hacker training course. I made $5,000 in 90 minutes, and I hadn't even developed the first lesson yet. You get it? All right. And what I'm going to show is how you can do it too. So who's today's training for? Like I said, the budding entrepreneur who wants to turn their expertise into a new business. If you, those who know they're good at what they do and know they should be getting paid more to do it. People who have businesses that are stuck in the idea stage, and you think about it, but not quite sure how to turn it around. Hobbies that you want to turn into a business. Businesses that have considered Kickstarter, Kiva, Groupon to get revenue, but don't want to lose time and or money. Businesses that want to quickly launch a new product or offering, and successful businesses that need and desire a new vertical. So our solution is a 7-step turnkey solution for your profitable kickoff. And here's what it includes. We design your offer, price your offer, identify your customers, prepare your delivery infrastructure, construct communication skills, launch your campaign, and then count your profit. That's what we do. So I hope you got your pen and your paper ready. So I'm going to walk you through these exact steps. You can write these down so you'll be able to do them on your own if you so choose to. So step 1, design your offering. Make sure that it's relatively easy for you to deliver. Because again, you want this to be something that is going to be relatively fast paced. You want it to be something that provides value to your customers. You don't want them to feel like they're doing you a favor. You want them to feel like they're getting something that they want anyway. It gives you the opportunity to over deliver. I know when I was doing my photography one, because it gave me the opportunity to over deliver, because what happened was, I offered this and then I just gave a little bit more, and they were very, very happy about it. It was something that was easy for me to over deliver, meaning it didn't go too deep into my pockets or my time. And it sets you up for repeat customers and clients. We decide your kickoff price. Be aggressive but realistic. While you want it to be a deal, your goal is still profit. And when we say be aggressive, meaning make it, relatively low where they can easily say yes. You don't want people to, with no hesitation. You don't want them to have to, say, well, can I make? No. You want them to be able to say yes as soon as they see the deal, or at least want them not to want to say no. Make the discount deep enough where it's a no-brainer. It's like, okay, now they offering this amount off. I can't say no to this. I can't say no to this. Make the price so low that once you launch, you'll never ever go to that price again. That way it really is only a kickoff price, because you want to be able to hold on to your word. We're going to talk about that later, meaning that you're going to make some promises that you're going to fulfill. And one of those promises is that this is the only time that they can get this price. And if you've already been charging, we can likely find a higher price point for you, which means, of course, more profit. So if you've already been in business, you already have people that you've been working with, and you want to do a new product or relaunch something, we can even start at a higher price than that. And this is, again, all of this is totally contingent on the product that you use. For my photography business, this was 10 years ago. Yeah, 10, 12 years ago. My initial business launch price was $75, $37 profit. And my ethical hacking training, my first price was $497. So that's the range that you can go in order to make it work for you. And so then you decide your launch customers. Your option 1 you have is what's called a limited open beta. And this is what I recommend for everybody who's doing this the first time. You go to 70 to 100 targeted people. And you put it out there to your entire network, social media, personal contacts, social media groups that you're in, things that you're active on, and people who have expressed a genuine interest in your product offering. And some will come in and they will trickle in through other social media avenues. So it's a limited open beta, meaning you're not putting it out there to the public, but you're putting it out there to the networks that you have. You're not being extremely selective. That's a good way to start with your first product. Sometimes option two is a friends and family beta. That's what I did with my photography. I did option one with my hacking, ethical hacking, and I did option two is what I did with my photography business. And it was again 50 to 100 contacts, very selected friends and family. I made sure there were people that were good for my brand, meaning if I tell somebody that they're using it, then it chances are they're doing good with it. Again, like I said, the things that I do, ethical hacking, I want to make sure I'm not, getting some, crazy criminal mastermind. And also with my photography piece, I send it out to people that will look good on camera. You want people to give their opinion, but not bury you. Bury it's a wrestling term, meaning somebody will say their opinion in a way to put you down, and we don't want that. And again, with the friends and family beta, you want to have had a positive interaction within the past 3 years, because that's really what a friend is. So whether it be social media, in person, how they say when you're inviting people to your wedding, you want it to be people who you've had dinner with over the past couple of years, stuff like that. And some of them you're relatively sure they would never pay full price anyway. Your aunt's never gonna pay full price. Grandma, you would do it for free, stuff like that. But they will want it, and they will still want to help you. They still want to help you with it. These are other ways that you could do it. There's open beta, there's qualified beta, big tent beta, single member beta. And if you try to go and Google these things, you won't find them because I made them up myself. These are just different launch strategies that I have. Like I said, this is what I wake up thinking about. And again, while all of these methods will work, they're often very involved and maybe better used when launching subsequent products. But in some cases, depending on what your product is, these things will work too. Step 4, really quick, we want to prep your communication. And these are the essentials that you will need. You want to make sure that your communication is seamless. You want your potential client to be able to act and pay as soon as they decide, no questions asked. So what I recommend is you have a flyer. The great thing about Canva, Photoshop, all of those things, you can make a really good flyer relatively easy. Email. We're still in the digital age, and email is a really good way to do it. You want to prep your email, have your own email address. Some people want to use CMSs and things like that. Those are good. But for the first one, you can just use your own personal email address. A payment portal, whether it be Stripe, whether it be PayPal, something where people can pay you online. You don't want it to just be Cash App. And we'll talk about why later on that. And you want a delivery system and methodology, meaning a way to communicate with them and give them what they ask for. Whether this be something, if it's in person, that can be relatively easy because you can do something scheduling. If it's something online, you want it to be something that they can easily click. As soon as they pay, they get what they ask for. These are some good to have, but they're not necessarily essential. Again, like I said, a CMS like MailChimp, Constant Contact, HubSpot, all of those are relatively good. But you don't necessarily have to have those. They track who opens what and all of that type of stuff. But when you're first doing your betas, you may or may not need those. A calendar app, because if you're doing something that requires people to take specific amounts of your time, let's say you do, if you were doing photography like myself, I can only do one photo shoot at a time. Or if you're doing some type of counseling, one of my clients has a counseling service. And so, she can only counsel one person at a time, but she also has staff. And so, but they still need a calendar app like that. A form or survey app. You really do want one of these. It's not essential for the launch portion, but it is important because you do want feedback. So you can use Google Forms, SurveyMonkey, Woofu, all of those good ones. Then what you want to do is construct your email and your communication. Put your name in the subject. Remember, most of these people are doing this because they know you. And so, like the first one I said was Carl's new photography business. Just that simple. You'll get a lot of open rates from people who know you and they know your name. You want to assume the reader knows you've gotten into business. You want them you want them to, most of the time I'll say, as you probably already know, or as you may know, um, or you have probably heard, because you want them to feel like if they're connected to you, they should have heard this one way or the other, whether it be from you, whether it be from a friend or family, or just observing how you move. Let them know why they've been selected, that they are important to you, that they're in your network, that there's something about them, which is why you've picked them to be a part of this launch. Emphasize the exclusivity of the deal. Tell them that you can't do it all the time, that this price is for now and not forever. You want to tell them that it's just for them. They can't pass it along. It's exclusive to them. When I did my photography one, I told them, I said, look, this is just for you. You cannot, if you send this to somebody else and they come to me, they're going to have full price. You tell them the regular price. You tell them the full price. Say, this is what the full price is, and this is what I'm giving you. The key is what you have done now is you've taken the power, because you know how many times people say they ask for the friends and family discount, and a lot of times they'll ask for something on the hookup, but you're presenting them with the hookup, but it's still profitable to you. So there's no resentment. A lot of times people get upset when they're not doing it. And then also you're making the price, and I'll teach you exactly how to get a really, really good price point that will give the person the value, because part of it is you want the price to still be high enough where they will value what they give you. And then you share the regular price of the package, and then you make sure the link to pay the deposit is prominent. You want them to be able to click and act. Don't let it be buried. Don't let it be small. Use the KISS method. Keep it short and simple. Deadlines. You want to tell them when they have to pay by, when they have to use it by. It's important, and you have to stick to those. Like I said, when you say something, when you make a promise to your potential clients, you don't want them to feel like at any point, even if it's in their favor, that you'll go back on your word. And in some cases, you may want to have a payment plan at a higher price, and we discussed that as well. So this is the flyer that I used. This was way back into, like I said, 10 years ago in 2012, when I first launched my photography business. And what you can see, you want to put your best foot forward. Like I used pictures that I had already, I had taken. This is from a wedding. This is from my brother. This is actually one of my current clients now. You put your best foot forward. Canva, Photoshop templates are great. Make it very clear what you're selling. Because you want the quick sale. Make the photos a secondary purchase. The primary purchase is down here where it says, $75 silver portrait package, regularly $200. And so if I had myself as a consultant, here's what I would have told myself. I would have used bullet points instead of paragraphs. I would have highlighted the low deposit, because the low deposit is way down here. But again, I was doing this all on my own. And I would have made the flyer clickable in the email. So I'm going to read to you what it says. It says exclusive invitation only. Yeah, like I said, it was only for that person. You have been selected to participate in this one-time only portfolio build special. As Prototype Promotions, that's my photography company, is building its portfolio and services, we are selecting diverse, exceptionally photogenic individuals for our introductory photo shoot special. Limited spots available, first come, first serve. So what I just did, I just told these people exactly why they were selected. Because I'm building my portfolio, and I really sized them. I hyped them up. I told you, I said, this is for people who are exceptionally photogenic. I want people who look good for the brand as well. And then down here, I tell them the silver package, what it includes: a pre-shoot consultation, 70-minute on-location shoot, 3 looks, 10 edits, a DVD of the shoot. Yes, that's how old this is. People doing DVDs back then. Full distribution and use rights. The $37, and this was the key, right? This was the whole key. I'm going to tell you about this right here. The $37 non-refundable deposit was required to reserve the shoot. And I said they could upgrade available upon request. No one did that. I just put it out there. It was just a trial. They had to reserve it by 9/26. They had to reserve it, and then they had to use it by Thanksgiving. And again, like I said, all of this, everything on here is very, very, very purposeful. I'm going to tell you why it worked, and I'll even show you the numbers that it did. And then, send an email to invite@prototypepromotions.com to reserve via PayPal. And it would have been great, again, like I said, had this been clickable and it went straight to a place where they could pay even without talking to me, because that's what I teach my clients now. Make it clickable. Hypertext markup language is your friend. Learn some HTML. It's really, really simple to make a link there. And then I made sure they know it's digital prints only. I wasn't printing anything out. So then you put it all together and you send it out. Use an email delivery system that tracks the opens clicks. There's actually something you can connect to your Gmail that works, so you're able to do both. In many cases, you may want to just send it through your regular mail. Resend to people who didn't respond. Say, hey, maybe you missed this. I just want to let you know. And then they may just say, hey, congratulations, but I'm not interested. But a lot of times it takes up to 3 times for them to get an email before they even open it. Make up a follow-up to opens without click. If you use the tracking pixel, stick to the deadline. Like I said, you can have a oops, you missed it offer, but it cannot be better than your initial offer, because you want people to know that you honor your word. And like I said before, even if it benefits them, you don't ever want them to think that you'll go back on your word. It's like, but I said this and I have to stick to this word. I can offer you this, but I can't offer you what it was before, because then I have to offer to everybody. If your friend jump off a bridge, you're gonna do that too. And then step 7, break in a profit. If you've done this right, here's exactly what will happen. You'll have both cash in hand and accounts receivable coming in, meaning you'll get those deposits, and as you deliver, you'll be getting the majority of the money. Speedy growth in your social media presence and interactions, because you're gonna ask them to talk about you. A lot of times people will post if they've done X, Y, and Z, especially if it's for someone they care about. And all you have to do really is ask. You'll acquire the much needed data needed for your business plan. When I was doing my ethical hacking courses, I literally thought that, the majority of my students were going to be like teenage boys or, early 20s, college students, because that's what they want, hey, they're really interested in technology. What I found out was that the majority of the students that I had for ethical hacking were my age. They were in their, late mid 30s all the way to the 50s, and they were, wives. It's like, oh, okay, and they were wanting to have a change in career. They wanted to do different things with their life, or some of them just wanted to learn a little something about ethical hacking so they could track their children. All of those type of things. You'll have a free street team. And again, those are things that I put in my business plan. You have a free street team of people promoting your business in person as well as online. You'll have new customers ready to pay full price for whatever you did. Like I said, for this one, I did photos. Be on the road to $3,000 a month in part-time income, and much, much more if you decide to go full-time. Post-launch, once you're finished, deliver on your promise. Put your best foot forward. Over-deliver, because you want them to be sizing you to high heavens. All right. Give instructions on how to provide feedback and promote. Whether you send them a DM, a link to something, they can do Yelp, they can do Google reviews, all of that type of stuff. You tell them what hashtags they ask to use. You can even type out whole captions for them. Have it ready for them to post. Request feedback through a survey so they can tell you what you did good, what you did bad. Request that if they're satisfied, that they leave a positive review and tell others. In politics, what we did, I used to be in politics, we had what was called the I Told 10 Club. So if you had a positive interaction with our candidate, you want to tell 10 people about it. Give us the names and addresses of 10 people, and then we would give a little pin, to be a part of I Told 10 Club. And be ready for more customers and clients. Like, to this day, I don't even advertise my photography anymore, and I still get people asking me about it. I don't even advertise about my ethical hacking classes, but I still get people who have heard about it. Like, hey, I heard you teach this. I heard you do this. Are you still doing it? It's like, yes, come on through. Let's make this happen. Because what you have done is you've created a powerful base that will grow anything that you do. So who does this formula work for? Let's keep it a buck. It works for coaches, physical trainers, event planners, writers, consultants, financial planners, photographers, ethical hackers, personal and event chefs, videographers, virtual assistants, closet organizers, landscapers, car detailers, copywriters, HR specialists, independent contractors, housekeeping service, fashion consultants. It worked for me and it will work for you. So let's talk about the results of my photography launch. I contacted nearly 100 people just through email. Within the first 10 minutes, I had 6 customers saying they wanted to book and pay their deposits, 3 asking for more information. By the end of the first day, I had $400 in deposits alone. So that was 10 people who said yes at that point. By the end of the week, I had over $1,000 in bookings. I received more referrals than I could count, and the referrals were charged the high rate. They were charged regular prices. By the deadline for booking, I pocketed over $500 for work that I never had to complete, because some people, they bought they paid for it, but I had to stick to my word by the deadlines. I mean, I gave ample time for them to book and fulfill. So my campaign grossed nearly $300 based off of 0 professional experience. I had never taken a professional picture before in my life. Now, mind you, I've been practicing, I got good at it, but I never sold a picture before at all. In 45 days, I had made $3,000. For legal reasons, I have to say results not typical, but there's no reason why with this methodology, you can easily surpass what I did. I mean, easily surpass it. And I had a number of people who only paid the deposit, let the deposit expire, then came back later and paid full price. And those are people that 10 years later, I'm still doing their photos. Like I said, I don't advertise it, but I still do it. And you showed up today for a reason, maybe more than one. Even though you are super busy, you want to start your own business, but you aren't sure where to start. You see the job, technology, and social landscape changing, and you want to have control over your destiny. You want to build generational legacy wealth for you and your family. And there's great news. You got 2 choices. I like choices. I don't like it to seem like there's only one way to go. You got 2 choices. Number 1, you can do it yourself with what I told you today. It might be a lot of trial and error. You might be like, yeah, I just do that. Hey, you may be wishing you had done better by this time next year. Or what we can do is option B, which is what I recommend, is a fast track your results to launching your profitable business with the help of the expertise of proven entrepreneurs. And so what I'm inviting you is something that people have been asking me to do for years, which is simply a 4-day launch with me. I'm going to take you on a journey, a sprint to launch your business. And really what it's called is my 4 days to launch simple business accelerator program. So starting February 6th, I'm taking 20 businesses through my launch program in 4 days. Yes, just 4 days. So I am inviting you. It's going to be 7 to 8:30 p.m. February 6th, starting Monday, February 6th. And it's going to be live. And the way that it works is what you'll be able to do over the 4 days. We'll develop a launch offer that sells and sells, meaning, yes, people buy it and it keeps going and it keeps going and it keeps going. You'll have a launch price that is both irresistible and profitable. We'll develop a infrastructure to reach clients and collect payments and launch your product to your beta group. And this time, I'm not sure if I'm ever going to do this again, but this time I'm going to be launching a brand new product right with you. So everything that you do, I'm going to do. You'll see me getting this done right here with the instructions. Hey, this is what I'm doing. This is what I'm typing. You get everything that I have, the templates, the flyer stuff, everything. And then, of course, a percentage of all the proceeds for this will go to charity because I'm feeling really generous. So for the modules, these are the modules over the 4 days. We'll do your launch product development, the launch methodology, which we talked about before, your customer journey and infrastructure setup, and then how to identify your market. A lot of times people get scared about pricing. Like, what should the price be? I'm going to show you what the price should be. I'm going to show you how to even feel better about charging people, all of that type of stuff. So why this program? because it's not just theory and information. This is actual hands-on development with other entrepreneurs. This is a group thing. We'll all be doing this together. Daily fill in the blank templates. You never start with a blank page. You'll always have something there to help you. And even leading up to the program, before we start, there'll be things that you'll be getting to prepare you for it. Assistance from experienced professionals, fully immersive experience to help. They help obtain and retain information, as opposed to doing it on your own or just picking up a book. When you're doing it together and it's an immersive time, it really helps it helps the brain to retain it so that you can do it again on your own. And what we like to do is constant achievement, and that'll boost your confidence. So by the end of the week, when you press send, this is going to work and you feel it. And the people you send it to will feel that confidence in you. It'll give you a head start in developing your business plan. Again, everything that we do works together. So there's nothing that you'll be writing or putting down or learning in this process that you're just going to throw away. We like to do repeatable processes. All of the data that you collect will go into your business plan, help you to learn more about the people that you do. And one of the best things is quick results. The focus of this program is to immediately get cash flow. So let me tell you what's going to happen in the program. So model 1, we design your offer. We decide your base price. We establish your launch price. Then module 2, we decide your launch style, what's going to work for you. And again, we're going to talk about this. It's going to be out this, you can ask questions in the chat. You'll be able to talk to me, all of that stuff. Talk to my assistants. Write your copy. You'll have multiple options on what type of sales copy will fit you. It's going to be, some stuff will be fill in the blank. But I'll definitely encourage you and tell you to use your own voice. You don't want to be cookie cutter. You want it to feel like it's coming from you. We'll help you design your flyer, help to get you, we have, both Canva templates, we have Photoshop templates, stock photos, all of those things that you'll be able to use. Then we develop your infrastructure. How you're going to deliver it to people, how you're going to get them to be able to pay for you. We set up a really attractive payment page, because that's very, very important. Module 4, you identify your launch market, who you're going to send this to, and we'll set up the criteria even prior to that. You send out the emails, do the data collection and analysis, and that's it. So how the week works, it'll be 60 to 90 minute group working sessions and classes, hands-on interactive lessons to develop your launch. Again, daily fill in the blank templates and worksheets that you'll be able to keep use for yourself. And so you can do this over and over again. Homework to help you prep for the next day. I was never a fan of homework in school. And so I made sure that in developing this, that every piece that you go home with matters, that it means something. It's not just busy work. This is very, very important. The opportunity to present and market to fellow entrepreneurs. You will be able to sell this to the other people in the class, fellow, like, oh yeah, you can use this, you can use that. I mean, you're presenting this and say, hey, this is what I got. Maybe it's what you want. And then access to our Discord channel to ask questions and collaborate with others. So how much is this worth? You tell me how it would feel having startup operating capital without having to go into debt or even go into your own pocket. How much it will be worth to immediately jumpstart your business with $1,000, $3,000, $5,000 or more without having to spend weeks developing ads. Not to mention everything that is developed in this process will help you help build your business at large beyond the launch. So how long would it take you to do this on your own? Was it 4 weeks, 4 months, 4 years? Why even risk it? How long have you already been waiting and putting it off? So why can we make it happen in 4 days? Number one, because we already have the methodology. This is something I've done over and over and over again, perfecting it, haven't been looked at by experts, and saying, tweak this, tweak that. One of my mentors started and built 2 businesses and sold them both for 9 figures, just 9 figures, meaning over $100 million. And, he's been helping me out with this. So, I mean, it's really going to work for you. Trust me. We have the templates that have been proven to work over and over again. We have text copy that we've used and that we use for others. And we have the expertise to help you market. And most of all, we've already done it. So what would you pay on the open market? I'm going to tell you the truth. This is how much I charge for my one-on-one. I signed my most recent client for one-on-one sessions, and 1 hour once a week, and she pays me $500 every two. Well, she pays $1,000 every 2 weeks, plus the expenses of whatever else I have to do. So that's what it normally will cost. $500 an hour. So easily, this class could run you $6,000. So most quality consultants, they'll be able to cut some time off of the development, but they'll still charge anywhere from $100 to $500 per hour to create such an involved program. This includes research, development, etc. I'm a consultant, so I know these things. I just told you when I'm charging my most recent client. And let's say you get a great deal, 50% off. Yeah, hey, a $3,200 consultant is well worth it. You might break even, with it. You do it right. The job will get done for you. You'll have enough to have enough work to give you a nice start. However, I'm not charging $6,400, and I'm not charging $3,200. The reason is because I want you to get results now. I believe in the power of entrepreneurship, and I love to see businesses succeed. And FYI, this is my closed beta program. So I will be asking for your feedback. So, hey, I'm going to go ahead and take a percentage off for that too. You thought I was selling a program that I'm not using? No, I believe in this. That's why it works for me. So let's say the total cost was $3,200. Like I said, I'm not charging that, but let's say it was. That's just 32 people purchasing a $100 product, or 100 people purchasing a $32 product. You can easily get that. If you have something good, you put it out there, getting 100 people to buy a $32 product will be easy. And it will take you just as much time to get 32 people to buy a $100 product. And we'll help you to get there and do it. My regular price for this is $1,700. And mind you, that's just 17 people buying a $100 product. Again, which is easy. Very, very, very easy. Or that's 100 people purchasing a $17 product. Again, something so easy, but I'm not charging you $1,700 because it's my inaugural 4-day launch program. The first time I'm ever doing it with a with a group class. Like I said, if we calculated your kickoff price, it'd be $1,600. Identify your customers, $400. Decide your method of delivery, $1,000. Preparing an infrastructure, $2,000. Creating outreach follow sequences, $1,200. Launching the campaign, $200. Oh, that's right. I'm going to tell y'all the results of my other launch. So I did a limited open beta. That was my what's the thing called? Ethical hacking, which was 4 webinars. My product price was $497 or $600. I contacted nearly 100 Facebook contacts, 4 Facebook groups that I'm active in, and I posted it on my wall. I did pretty much everything through Facebook for free. I held a webinar to present my offer. My first webinar brought in nearly $5,000 in revenue. I told y'all that earlier. By the 4th webinar, I had $1,200 in revenue with students from over 5 states. I was contacted by a local nonprofit who bought 7 seats at a discounted price. I learned so much about my business model, and all of this was in the middle of a shutdown. In total, I was able to sustain my way of living for 3 months doing this. So yeah, again, like I said, I'm supposed to say results not typical, but there is no reason. I'm telling you, there's no reason with this methodology you can't surpass what I did. But that's not the whole story. And that's my version of, but wait, there's more. The bonus one, along with what I'm doing, we'll get a one-on-one 30-minute post-implementation session. Well, what we'll do is we'll analyze your current results. And this will be virtual. I just, like the picture because, hey, nice people there. We'll analyze your current results, help you make any adjustments necessary to maximize your campaign response, and to answer any questions that you may have. There is so much that we can get done in 30 minutes. Trust me. And that's easy. Like I said, $500 value. I told y'all that's how much I charge. The next thing I do in my bonus is my upcoming book, Winning the Battle for Productivity Guide and Workbook. It's tried and true methods on being productive as an entrepreneur. You get full and part-time, perfect for full and part-time entrepreneurs, help prevent burnout, procrastination, and scope creep. And you prioritize progress by limiting distractions. Um, so again, like easily, the total for that could be $7,000, like really, really easily. But again, today's offer, and when I say today's offer, you know what that means. I told y'all, you can't get it any other way, any other time. Is one payment of $497, or three payments of, or two payments of $300. That's the price. That's how I'm doing it. I brought the price that down that far because I really believe in this program, and I know so many people out there want to do this. Yes, some of y'all may end up becoming, some of my one-on-one coaches. You may have me on for a long time, bring me on as a partner, whatever. But all I'm talking about today is this: go from zero to profit in 4 days. And let me show you what to expect when you purchase. Because look, I'm a cybersecurity specialist, so I want you to be able to verify where you're going when you go there. And so the checkout page is going to show. You have a checkout page with my face, my name, and the pricing out there. And like I said, we're different. We prefer to cultivate loyalty rather than dependence. And what I say that is meaning I give a lot in my classes. A lot of people will try to hold back so that you're always dependent on them. They can't live without you. But I want it to be that you recognize the benefit of what I do, and you just become a loyal customer. It's like, yeah, I want to work with Carl. He's given and he's given, and he's helped me. That's what I do. Our process is customized to you and your situation. That's one of the reasons why we have the Discord group as well as the live classes, so you'll be able to ask questions. And remember, we aren't going to be just focused on one product. We're also going to show you how to go, what to do in the next step. That's a part of that 30-minute call to say, hey, these are the people that are coming in. These are the results that you're getting. What's next after that? And remember, profit before pain. What you learn in this program, you can repeat over and over again, even without me. Like I said, loyalty over dependence. I'm not doing this to make you dependent on me. I want you to be able to look at this, say, hey, yeah, I can do this. Okay, I did it with the same way I did it with photography. I did it with ethical hacking. You can do it with a house cleaning service, with makeup, with hair, whatever it could be. And most important of all, you'll have a fully launched business within 4 days, and you'll be ready to rake in profits immediately. And I don't know anybody else who's done this last part that I'm saying. Since I really want to have success, because it also makes me look good. I promise everyone who successfully completes this course that I will be their 7th customer. Whatever you're selling, I will purchase it. I will purchase the 7th one. Plain and simple. That means you've gone through the process. You've found people. You're selling it. And that means it's good. So that means I'm going to want one. I may end up giving it away. Like if you're doing, makeup stuff, I'm going to give it to somebody, but I'll still purchase it and all that good stuff. And, as I close, the last thing I want to ask you is, if you're worried about the price of getting started, you should see what the price is of staying exactly where you are, and so the truth of the matter is, and I'm closing down now, and I'm glad that you all are here. But the truth is, you have the opportunity today to get what you want, out of life, to start down the path of entrepreneurship. Like I said, my goal over this year is to help 500 entrepreneurs start, grow, and scale their businesses. It's so very important to do that. You can do that. This can be what you get. This can be your life, and that's what this is for. Why wait? There is no reason to wait. This is your opportunity to go head down, 4days to launch.com. Should you have any questions, comments, concerns, feel free to hit me up. I'm here for you. I'm here to talk. I'm doing a number of these over and over again over the next few days, but when the time is done, it's done. Like I said, there are only going to be 20 people in the class. And so when it's full, the price will be gone. Y'all are the first people to come and see this. So you have the opportunity to do that. I don't know what else to say. I know this is a great program. I know you're gonna love it. I look forward to working with you. Like I said, I'm looking forward to building with you because, like I said, I'm gonna be building my own thing with you all. So you know, 497 is not a lot. We will make sure we guarantee that you will make your money back. We will help you develop your product. You know, that's what we do. You know, most people won't give a money back guarantee, but we do. So holler at me when you see me. We're gonna make this happen. Y'all have a great day.